morning. Good morning. I see y'all waiting for me. Caramel, where are you, girl? Bring your ass. We're ready now for our show. I'm here. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day to everyone. Hi. I see you. I cannot say I can't say happy Wednesday to each of you individually, but I can say, everybody watching right now, thank you for being here. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope you guys are having a wonderful morning. You're getting or you got where you needed to be, honey, and you got your coffee and your tea and you're feeling blessed this morning. Yes, God. I'm feeling pretty good. Gonna breeze on through this day, honey. It's Wednesday, honey. It's Wednesday. We made it halfway, y'all. We made it. Let's get on through the rest of the week, honey. Don't let nobody piss you off and knock you off your stuff this morning, child. All right. Yes. Hopefully you guys had a chance to check out our pop-in video yesterday because we had one, as well as Car Chronicles. Yes, I hope you guys check those out. Please hit the like button on those to support the channel and keep us in the algorithm, okay? Because that is important. All right. And even if you didn't like the video, you can dislike it. If you didn't like it, then press dislike. That also helps to help the channel as well. A like or a dislike, we'll take them, child. Because sometimes you don't like the video, and it's okay. It's okay. I ain't mad. I'm not mad at all. All right. But thank y'all for joining, okay? Let's go ahead and do my disclaimer. Everything said in the video is alleged and in my opinion, and is used for fair use and entertainment. Y'all, we got some great topics this morning. We got some people business to tell this morning. Y'all know how we do, child. We got some laughs we're gonna have this morning. We're gonna get it all right here, honey, on the Caramel Rell Show. Thank you to all my mods for modding this morning as well. I appreciate you all, okay? Celebrity news is always first, and that's where we like to begin. All right, let's get started. All right, so a frustrated father is upset after the global outage has left his kids stuck at three different airports to be exact, after they were supposed to all meet up to go to an Orlando trip, okay? Now, he says that his kids were visiting different relatives and were denied access to fly, okay, because of the outage. Now, y'all know about this whole outage thing that happened. Now, he says that his 10-year-old was stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina. His 12-year-old was stranded in New York alone. And he also says that his 15-year-old was stuck in Oklahoma. So they were all in different places out visiting family before they all got together to do this little family trip together. I was like, So the father says that Delta put their profits over their kids' safety. And he goes on to say that Delta is not prioritizing his kids and that he has frequent flyer mileage, as well as he's saying that he is a Delta million miler. So I guess he felt like he should have been bumped to the front of the line so that his kids could fly wherever they needed to in order to get back to him. All right. Now, he says that the gate agent denied his 15-year-old access and says that the child was stuck in the airport alone. And the father goes on to say that the kid's earliest flight was set to go out, which is today, because he was going to try to fly out to get his kids. But I was like, if they can't fly to you, then you're probably not going to be able to fly to them. Whole situation effed up. But they did have their earliest flight that they were set to go out, which was, they said, Wednesday, which is today. So thankfully and hopefully they're able to be reconnected with their dad, because that had to be a little scary probably. You're supposed to be flying out at a certain time, and then because of the outage, you get stuck. For me personally, I'm not comfortable and never will be comfortable letting my child go and fly without me or my husband. Like, with the way the world is so crazy, and I know that they have people that sit with them and that's assigned to watch them or whatever, but ain't nobody gonna watch your child like you. I'm that type of mom where I'm just so protective like that, where I would never take my child to the airport and say, okay, watch my child, a total stranger who I don't even know, here, watch my child, make sure they get from here to New York. All right. Nah, I just can't. I can't. People are so trusting nowadays when it comes to stuff like that. And I know they have things set up in place to where kids get from point A to point B. But in this situation where there's an outage, that could be very, that could be very scary for somebody. I just wouldn't do it. So 3 kids stuck in three different airports. They're supposed to fly out today, and I hope that they do get their flights. All right. That's scary. Anybody ever sent their kids flying without them from one destination to the next? You guys can put it in the chat. Have you ever allowed your kids to fly without you from one destination to the next, and someone was supposed to get them when they got there? Anyone? I've never done that, and I don't think I ever will. I wouldn't be able to rest well just knowing that I let my child get on a flight without me and my husband. I couldn't do it. But prayers to them, child. All right, moving on. Tennessee Representative Andy Ogles files an article of impeachment, you guys, against Vice President Kamala Harris. Let's talk about that. I said, well, hot damn, she ain't even got the presidency yet, and y'all asses already trying to impeach her. What the hell is going on here? Let's talk about it. That kind of pissed me off. I'm ready to windmill now. I said, hold up now. I'm just not getting myself to the place where I'm like, okay, a sigh of relief. I can breathe again, honey, like Tony Braxton said. And now here we come with this bullshit. Now, they said that Ogles called on several points in filing. It says that he attacked Harris's work on immigration and the border. He says that in the second article that he accuses Kamala of covering up President Biden's health status, okay? It goes on to say that an insert from the impeachment filing reads that Kamala knowingly misled the people of the U.S. to the Congress of the U.S. as well. It goes on to say that the representative called on Vice President to invoke the 25th Amendment, okay? Child, they doing a lot of this shit here. Which would replace Biden as president, transferring over the title and duties of the job of Vice President Kamala Harris, okay? Now it says that, so now they're trying to impeach her, okay? They're trying to, y'all, what is going on? They are trying to impeach Kamala Harris on some BS, on a technicality, I think. I feel like they're scared that she might win this election. So they're doing whatever they can to throw whatever monkey wrench they can in this situation to get her up out of the race. Kind of like Biden, they were happy to see his ass go, and now they're trying to figure out how to get rid of her, because I feel like they believe that she might have a chance at winning this thing. A lot of people are still stepping up to endorse. I see Nancy Pelosi. She stepped up and saying that she is also endorsing Kamala Harris. I see several other people. I saw John Legend. He made a post and he says that he is backing her and whatever, that people, a lot of celebrities, everybody's stepping up in support of Kamala Harris. And I love it. Of course, we know Obama and Michelle, they are also endorsing. Several other people. I love it. I love it. And I already said, honey, vote blue. We've been talking about this all week. Vote blue, vote blue, vote blue. But they are trying to, they filed to have some type of impeachment on Kamala Harris. I don't like that. They better leave our VP alone, okay? They better leave her alone now. They making me mad. I'm ready to take my damn belt off on somebody. All right, let's get into this next topic, okay? Black men and black women magic. Let's talk about that, because I always love that. Now, 50,000 black men raised over $1.3 million for Kamala Harris on the Roland Martin Black Star Network, you guys, okay? That's wonderful. That's a lot of damn money, 1.3 million. Y'all better come on up and through here. Now, this says with just 4 months until the election and on an unprecedented move after Biden dropped out of the race, it says the black communities are stepping up to endorse Kamala Harris, okay? That's a great thing. Now, it says that there's a group that's called Win with Black Women. They organized more than 40,000 black women on a Zoom call, raising $1.5 million in just 3 hours in a huge show of support for Kamala Harris, okay? So they're doing big things, you guys. They're doing big things. Now, they said that a day later, that brother showed up with Roland Martin, who was organizing a black men for Harris, calling on his Black Star Network via YouTube, okay? Now, this says that Roland hosted a call with attorney Bakari Sellers, Khalil Thompson, executive director of Win with Black Men, Kairos Democracy, who is a project founder, Michael Blake, and Quentin James, all right? Now, they says that 50,000 men joined that call, and they then raised $1.3 million to support Kamala Harris, showing their fight together for the VP. I like that, okay? Because you got to have some money, honey, to get up in there. You got to have some money. So she's getting money and endorsements from everywhere, and we love it. So shout out to Roland Martin, honey, for stepping up and doing his good work over there on his Black Star Network, okay? We love it. We love it. Let's continue, guys. We still got a few more months to go. I said last night, baby, please make sure you are registered to vote. And if you have teenagers and people in your house that are able to vote, please let's make sure that we get on down there, honey, to the polls and register and get on up in there and do our good voting, all right? Please, let's do that so that we can go on and get the right person in office, and let's make a difference out here in these streets. All right, let's move on, child. I'm going to kind of skip this one. I'm going to skip. All right, moving on. Now, A Florida man, and y'all might be able to identify with this particular post. A Florida man snaps off at work, y'all, after seeing that his check was $75 short. Black people, y'all know how we feel about our money. We don't give a hot damn. If we look at our check and we run them numbers and we add everything up, baby, and it's $5 short, we gonna still complain. Because we want all our money. We like, bitch, we done been to work all damn week, and the boss done got on our damn nerves, and the least y'all can do is get our damn time right so that my damn check can reflect. I mean, we gonna snap off over $5, let alone 75. This brother right here, I'm talking about snapped all the way off about $75, okay? Let's get into it, child. Woo. Child, he was out there on his nigga shit. That's what we call it. But let's get into it. Now, they says that the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office says that 39-year-old Tito Evans, black man, honey, confronted his former manager over the missing money in the 4400 block of Eagles Falls Place, honey, at 10:30 a.m. See, he went up there that morning when he found out his damn check wasn't right, and acted a whole goddamn fool. Now, it's... Child, he must have had on that trench coat, because y'all know don't nothing get some shit done when somebody done pissed you off, baby, like somebody coming to work with that damn trench coat. And I keep saying it, not to get off topic too much, but if you see one of your coworkers, honey, and you done saw the boss done call their ass in the office, all right, and probably done fired them or had them on some type of suspension or something, and they ass come back to the job with that long trench coat with that split in the back, your ass better go ahead and take any type of vacation, sick time, bereavement. I don't give a damn. Throw bereavement in there, okay? And get the hell out of there. And go home and watch it from the news, because it's about to get bad. I'm just saying. Whatever kind of time you got, you might take a leave of absence, because it's about to get crazy, all right? Now, it says that he told the employer that he would unalive everybody, honey, if this issue is not resolved right now, okay? I said, well, hot damn. Child, you don't want to be to work with that pop-off. Now, it says that detective says that he fled the area after the incident, but was later found at a nearby home, okay? Ooh, child. It says that he has been charged with aggravated assault with a weapon, and of course he was a felon. He was a felon who was carrying a concealed weapon as well, and being a felon in possession of a firearm. So he has several charges, child. How you got all this stuff going on with you, and then you go to the job and act crazy like this, as if they don't know who you are? Like, they got a full description of your ass, because, of course, you used to work there. I get it, he was mad about that little $75, but you made that worse when all you had to do was wait. They got to pay you your money. They got to give you your money, okay? They got to give you your money. Worst case scenario, a couple days or so, and then they can, especially if you got direct deposit, they'll send it right on over to your account. But, I mean, damn, and then if you getting your checks mailed, which I don't know why anybody would want to do that in this day and age, it's 2024, you should be, everybody should have direct deposit. I don't know damn check in the mail. But anywho, yeah, that's crazy that he would risk that. Now, his mugshot, because I saw it online, y'all, his mugshot looked like, yeah, I did that ish and I'll do it again. He didn't give a hot damn. He was in his mugshot, he was looking like, yeah, I did that, and I'm gonna do it again as soon as my ass get right back out. Let him mess up my check again. That's the way he was looking in his mugshot. I said, yeah, he crazy. 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 Anybody know anybody that ever went to their job and acted a fool like that and the popos had to come? Baby. See, they can't do that shit at my job because it's so locked down. Like, it's security everywhere where I work. So they don't play that shit, baby. You got to have all kind of access to get everywhere where I work. So ain't none of that about to be popping off. Ain't none of that about to be popping off. You got to have access to get anywhere. But I'm going to tell you now, I'm always watching. I told y'all I'm always observing. When I see some crazy shit popping off, yeah. And y'all know black people, honey, we have a certain code. When we see a certain amount of people headed towards the door, we gonna ask later what's going on when we get there. But bitch, I'm out of here. Okay? Just know, we know black people, we can sense danger before shit pop off. Some of us, okay? Some of us can sense danger before it pop off if you're paying attention just right. And I'm going to be always that one paying attention when I see something popping off, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my bag and start heading towards that door, all right? I don't be taking too much stuff to work to where I can't move like I need to, all right? Period. And that's how you got to be, because you don't never know. People will act a fool in a hot damn minute. But, yeah, y'all, child, keep your eyes peeled, baby. Keep your eyes peeled. But let's move on, child. $75 got his ass locked up. Ooh, child. Moving on. All right, so Dr. Heavenly is getting dragged online per usual for saying on the Messy Monday podcast that Martell should date Destiny Child. Now, didn't she just say that Mel was her friend? What be going on with Dr. Heavenly? I think she might need a drug test or something. Something's going on with her. Allegedly. Let's put that in there. Allegedly. I feel like you might need a drug test or something, Heavenly. Because you be doing too much, sis. Like, for real. You do. Heavenly says that Destiny knows Martell's dirt and that Martell knows Destiny's dirt and that they would make a great couple. But you just interviewed Destiny and you asked her, was there something going on between she and Martell? And she told you on the show that no, she never did. That her and Martell never did nothing. They've been friends for years. They've never gone there. That people ask them that all the time and that they've never done nothing. And that they never would because he's like a brother to her. I remember because I watched it and I reviewed that particular interview. So it's weird that she would then say that. Of course, with everything that's been said about every time Destiny and Martell film a scene, damn near, he's in his little role, knowing that she is coming to his house. I talked about this yesterday. Martell be knowing that Destiny is coming to his house to film a scene because they know prior. Production let them know, okay, Destiny's coming over. You guys going to film a scene together. I feel like Martell be setting stuff up so that he can get the people to talking. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Because why is it every time Destiny coming to your house, you in your bathrobe like you just got out of bed, you trying to be looking sexy or something for her, you pouring her wine, y'all standing there staring at each other, you blushing at her, you making little subliminals about her son-in-law looking like you. Like, I be feeling like Martell be trying to lay it on thick. Because he know his ass don't have a storyline. And that's just something I feel like to get the people talking. And then again, I do feel like at some point in time that they may have smashed. I ain't even going to throw that out. I ain't gonna throw that idea out, but I'm gonna say I do feel like that at some point they may have smashed. Because Destiny, you did say that all of Martell's female friends that he slept with, and you have been his friend since high school. How you escape it? How you escape that hook and curve? Because that's what he said he had. How did she escape the hook and the curve if he slept with all of his female friends? And he just never ever touched you. You just been hanging around him. He never came on to you. He ain't never patted you on the butt. He ain't never tried to stick his hand down there. You ain't never came over there when he got out the shower and you done saw a little something. Come on here now. I called bullshit just like I called bullshit when Trisha said that she went to his house and they ain't do nothing. I said, you a liar and the truth ain't nowhere in you. Ain't nowhere in you. Because why would you keep that information to yourself after people been asking you? You sat right there and lied to Destiny and Storm and then went home with that crooked ass bun on your damn head, sitting there looking at the floor trying to tell Ken, well, I forgot that I went over there. No, you didn't. Just lying to be lying. Just lying to be lying. I said, damn. Ain't it convenient how people don't remember stuff they need to remember? But let's get back to this child. Heavenly also said that she liked Mel and that Mel was her friend, like I just said. But she also went on to say that she wanted to see Mel's face if in fact if in fact Martell and Destiny ever got together in a relationship. So now you being messy, because how do you think Melody would feel? Not that she cares. I'm gonna say that. Not that Melody would care who Martell is dating, but it would be kind of effed up to see the two of them be together when Destiny used to be Melody's friend. Like, it's kind of like breaking girl code, so to speak. So why would you want to sit back and revel in seeing Martell and Destiny be together and then say, oh, I want to see the reaction on Melody's face whenever, or if Martell and Destiny ever get together, because I feel like they would make a great couple. And then Carlos with his messy ass sitting there laughing. He thought the shit was funny. I was like, oh, really? Because didn't you just say at your podcast that you was Mel's friend, that you there for her, you got her? But then you sit up and laugh when somebody make a comment like that, when you already know that this woman had to divorce her husband because he went out there and cheated on her and had a whole baby on her. She raising 4 children who he's giving her hell with. You already know the backstory with that, Carlos. So the fact that you would sit there and allow that conversation to even be talked about on Messy Monday and allow her to even allude to the fact that Destiny and Martell should even be in a relationship, which I feel like they've done something, but just to even sit up and entertain it, it's just uncouth. I don't know. Crazy. And my question is, Heavenly, how would you feel, Heavenly, if you watching my channel, sis, how would you feel if Dr. Damon and Quad got together? Because you and Quad good friends. You and Kawhi are good friends. So how would you feel if you and Dr. Damon fell out and Kawhi came up behind you and started dating Dr. Damon? How would you feel about that? You would feel a whole way. You'll be ready to take Kawhi out. You'll be ready to throw her damn wig like a frisbee if you found out she was with your man. Now you would. You would. What y'all think? I feel like she would feel a whole way about that. But then you feel like it's okay that Destiny be with Martell? That gives weird vibes to me. I don't know. Now Carlos, like I said, announces that that the second part of the season of season 8, after their little hiatus, when they leave and they're supposed to be coming back, he's saying that Destiny is going to address the rumors of people saying that she and Martell dated or had some type of sexual relationship at some point. So they're saying that that's going to be addressed on the show. So we're going to see what that's giving. Because why is that even coming up after Destiny vehemently denied that they ever had anything going on? It's weird. Why would that be a part of your storyline to even mention and or have to explain it if it never happened? Why are you even giving it life? That's my question. Why are you giving it life? I feel like Carlos is enjoying having these little side pieces and these side situations come on the show in terms of, I guess, trying to embarrass Melody Cherie or make her feel away. But like I said, you got to catch a person when they care. Melody is over Martell. Now, do some things kind of hurt her still because she is human. She was married to him for 12 years. Of course. Of course. But for Carlos to keep rubbing this in her face like you do in this situation with Trisha, what was the point of bringing Trisha? Like you said, oh, I just had to have her on there. I feel like you knew that there was something that happened between Trisha and Martell, and you were happy to bring it on there with your messy self, Carlos, because that's who you are. You like mess. So you chose this sneaky link to come on the show to finally reveal that she slept with Martell 4 years ago, when we all know that 4 years ago he and Mel were still in a marriage. Okay? Because Mel had already said he was cheating with a boatload of hoes. So you were happy to bring that information out to further cause embarrassment and heartbreak to this woman who is still healing, who is still going to therapy to get over it, who also her children probably watched the damn show. So now there's another female that they know of that their father been out here messing with in addition to Ariane, who they're forced to be around. That's effed up. You're not even thinking about the children. That's sad. That's sad. Who gives a damn if she slept with him 4 years ago? He was sleeping with everybody. Why would you bring her on to I like the fact that she's an engineer? That's not why you brought her on the show, because we ain't heard shit about her being no engineer on the show. You had to say that on Messy Monday to tell us she was a freaking engineer. So when was that part going to be put out there? You were more so focused on the fact that she was with Martell and possibly creeping around because you like mess, Carlos. Why we got to find out by way of Messy Monday that Trish was a whole engineer and never heard about it on the show, when you said that was why you brought her on the show in the first damn place? That's a lie. Come on now. Let's keep it 100. So now Destiny, like I said, he did announce that Destiny will be explaining, which I don't feel like there should be an explanation if nothing happened. Explaining why that's being even brought up about her and Martell, if the two of them ever had anything going on. Weird. Of course, y'all know LB and Martell are no longer friends, which is why Martell feels so comfortable in scenes, because I done saw like 2 of them now, where he's alluded to something with Destiny's son. The first time Destiny came over there, Martell was alluding to the fact that Destiny's son Law looked like him. He looked like his uncle Martell. And then again, when Destiny showed him the picture, this past scene, Martell slid another comment in there. Oh yeah, he does. He looks just like me. Really? Then Destiny want to try to play it off with, oh, I don't like that. Don't play with me like that. Don't do that. Why not? How many paternity tests you have to have, Destiny? Don't play with me this morning. Don't play with me this morning. You talking about don't play with you? No, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Child. Let's move on, honey. It's about to get hot in here, child. I'm glad I got my air on. All right. Moving on. Martin Lawrence, honey. Martin Lawrence announces that his show Martin is coming back after announcing a prequel series, which he says is on the way. I don't agree with this. I feel like some shows you just got to leave alone. That go with movies as well. Some movies and some shows you just cannot recreate. Some stuff, just leave it the way it is. Watch reruns, honey, and just let it go. There's no reason to try to remake Martin. There's no reason. Lord have mercy. Now, they said that the show will be called Young Martin, which will be offering a fresh, dramatic take on his iconic 1990 sitcom character, Martin Payne, okay? Now, fans are saying, like I just said, leave the show alone. They're saying, we don't want another new Martin show, all right? We were happy to watch episodes on Martin. I mean, I still watch old episodes of Martin, and they're still funny, just like I've never seen them, okay? That's a classic. Martin show is a classic. Why would you touch it? I don't feel like it's going to give the same feeling that it gave with the original show. I just don't feel that. And I get what he's trying to do, but you got to think about, like, Tommy, he's not here anymore. Gina, I mean, she got other stuff going on. I don't think people will want to see that. I don't know how well that show would actually do. But I'll watch an episode or two just to support and see what it's giving. But I just feel like I said, there's certain shows and certain movies that you cannot recreate. Like, I just was not feeling when they tried to redo Coming to America. I ain't gonna hold you. I felt like they should have just let the other one, the original Coming to America, be out. Now, it was good seeing the old cast. Cheryl, what's her name? Cheryl Headley. It was nice seeing her come back. She still looked the same. Granted, you could tell she aged a bit. It was good seeing, you know, a lot of the older characters on there. But I just felt like they should have left it alone. I ain't gonna hold you. Like movies like Color Purple, you cannot remake it and it give that same feel. You feel me? Certain movies and certain shows, just leave it alone. I feel what you're trying to do, Martin, baby. I feel you, but it's a no for me. It's a chop for me on this whole thing. Martin is a classic. Leave it alone, child, and just let us continue to watch the old episodes, and I'm happy with that. What y'all think? Are y'all down for a new Martin show, or you guys just rather just see the old episodes? Because it's not, I like seeing the old Martin, the old Gina, the old Cole, the whole you know, all of them. Bruh, man, I like that. Let me just watch the old episodes. Tommy, Pam, all them. I like seeing that. Okay, I like seeing that. Shenanigans, all them. You can't remake that. Leave greatness alone, child. Leave greatness alone. All right, so let's get into some messy stuff, okay? Because I know y'all like the messy, child. We just talking about Carlos being messy. Now my ass about to be messy. All right, but mine is for a good cause. All right, because I got to bring y'all the news. Okay, so now let's get into some marriages of Love and Marriage Huntsville, okay? Let's get into their business out here. Let's get into some business. All right, so Tisha and Marceau, they're up first. Tisha and Marceau, let's get into some marriage information. Now, isn't it ironic that everybody on the cast of Love and Marriage Huntsville have had some type of weird dynamic going on with their marriage? We're going to get into it in terms of how they got together and how they are actually in their marriage. Let's talk about it. All right, so Tisha and Marceau, of course, y'all know, had a whole pow wedding, okay? Tisha was in her second, going into her third trimester when she and Marceau got married. And I feel like that's the only reason why he married her, is because she was pregnant and expecting a child. Because Tisha did allude to the fact that their first year of their marriage, she didn't think they were going to make it. Because Marceau was still running the streets and still out doing what he is still doing right now. Period. All right, she was big pregnant. I told you, I got the picture. I don't throw nothing away. I got the picture of when they got married. Marceau was this chunky dude too. Marceau was chunky with titties. Well, he still got titties, but he was like maybe a triple D then, and he's probably like just a D now, because he did drop some weight. But yeah, he was standing up there. Tisha had titties, and he had more titties than Tisha, and she was pregnant in the picture. But yeah, was that messy? I guess. Anyway, but she was in her second to going into her third trimester when they got married, okay? And she said they almost didn't make it, which I feel like they barely hanging on now, because the dynamic between them on camera, child, like when Tisha walked up in black on this last episode and she greeted him with the little side church hug, and it was like they barely wanted to even touch each other. She really couldn't give him no eye contact. It was weird. I was like, girl, What's going on with y'all? Every time we see y'all don't have any type of love dynamic or nothing. I don't see where Marceau look at Tisha like, girl, I just want you right now. I don't ever see that with him. But he damn sure do look at Mel like that. But he don't ever look at Tisha like that. He just look at Tisha like, hey, like, damn, what time you leaving? Thank you for being here, but what time you leaving, chat? But when it come to Mel, he just be staring at her. He be happy to be in scenes with her. Like, he be looking all into her eyes when they filming. I be like, what is going on here? That shit weird. But he is still out there, child, in them streets. And they done been married, I think they said, what, going into 18 years now? He's still doing the same shit, Tisha. So, girl, listen, we get it, you let them cheat in peace, but it's the way y'all got together, and it's still the same bullshit that y'all dealing with to this day, all right? Let's move on. Nell and Chris. Nell and Chris, y'all know that Chris was married. Separation does not mean divorce, so y'all spare me. Y'all spare me with talking about he was separated. Separated does not mean divorce, all right? Stay out my comments with that. Stay out my comments, all right? Now, Nell met Chris in a club, and this is what she said. She met him in a club, started seeing him, and then it was revealed that he was married. She didn't give a hot damn because then her feelings were involved. She continued to see him, all right? And then when she felt like she took him from the husband because she said they shouldn't have been together anyway because he only married her because she was pregnant. How you say that about somebody's marriage? Because somebody can say that about you because you hurried up and went and got pregnant by him as well. Now, so it's how you got him, girl. And only for him to turn around and cheat on you with a much younger girl and then move in with her and stay gone from you, girl, for a whole 18 months. And you sat on ice and waited, girl, until he was done cheating and came back home. Because they did say he like him young, girl. Chris like him young because Chris got a lot of energy still. Chris got a lot of energy. Y'all see how he be on them TikTok videos dancing, dropping it low, sliding across the floor. Chris got some stamina. Now you done been here a little bit. You just had another birthday. Okay. I get it, you trying to blend in with the other younger women on the show to make it look like you still got it a little bit. But you ain't got nothing against these little young chicks with them Megan Thee Stallion knees out here, girl, is what Chris was trying to tell you. That's why he stayed gone for 18 months, girl. Yeah. He was out there with somebody that was shaped like Megan Thee Stallion because he was tired of being home with his wife looking like a bear-stained bear out here. And that's why she went out here and got all this damn surgery so that she could compete with what he really liked. Yeah. She was built like a Build-A-Bear. Nell was. She was big bite. She had stomach. All that. And she had to go out there and get all that stuff fixed because she know what that man like. She said, I got to keep my husband. I can't have nobody out here calling me no damn side chick and I lose my husband to the streets from no damn 18 or 21-year-old. Hell no. So she had to do what she had to do. I guess I respect that. I guess. I don't know. You gotta do what you gotta do. Y'all out here shaped like a little bear-stained bear out here, girl. You gotta do what you gotta do. But anyway, she went out here and got a tummy tuck. She done got a back lift. Do they do them anymore? She done had a back lift, a tummy tuck, a breast lift, and all this stuff going on. So she can keep her man. And didn't even realize that you lose them how you get them, girl. See what I'm talking about? His ass was probably back out there in the club and met that little young chick. That's probably how he met her. Out there in the club, met that little young chick. He out there dancing on the floor, and she done came back behind him, grinding up on him, child. Putting that little young cat up on his ass, and he done left home. Chris said, I got to leave home to be with my side piece. Ain't that what the song said? I left home to be with my side piece. That's what Chris had told her. Now, I wasn't there when he told her. Now, I wasn't there when he told her that, but that's what he had told her, girl. I left home to be with my side piece. Whoever made that song, y'all going to hell for that song, okay? Y'all going to hell for making that song. But that's what he told her ass, and he left home, girl, for 18 months, girl, to be with his side piece. Shit. Lord have mercy. Let's move on, girl. right, so Trisha and Marquez, let's get into that. All right. They kind of had like a little pow-pow situation too. A little pow-pow wedding. Y'all know he was saying Trisha's husband came on the show and said that, and Trisha said it as well. She kind of confirmed it by saying that she got pregnant. They wound up getting married because she had a baby. And very quickly, Marquez started to change and wanted to run the streets and not be faithful and do what he needed to do. Emotionally, they were kind of growing apart. When her parents passed away, he wasn't there for her like he should have been, which then made her kind of clock out emotionally, and their relationship kind of went downhill. Now, they were married for quite some time. I guess they were trying to stay together for the sake of the kids. She had her son first, and then she turned around and had her daughter. But unfortunately, their relationship didn't work out, and then he wound up moving out, and then he wound up moving to Atlanta. But then she wound up getting with Ken's ass, which we got some news on them too. But anywho and anyway, their situation was kind of almost like Tisha and Marceau's. She was, she's pregnant or whatever, and he decided that he wanted to do the right thing to up and marry her. But they only got married because of the pregnancy, and I feel like, they were young. I think she said they were 18 when they got married or something like that. But yeah, it was a hot mess. And it's still a hot mess, and they're still not divorced. But let's move on. Kim and Maurice. Let's talk about them. Kimmy and Maurice, of course, y'all know Maurice was separated, staying with one of his friends, sleeping on the couch and whatnot. DMing Kimmy, all while he was telling Kiowa that they were going to work things out and try to get back together, all right? He was playing the both of them, is what they would say. So now Kimmy, of course, y'all know, knew Kiowa because Kimmy had gone to a few of Kiowa's SEX toy line parties. Throwing them little parties, honey, where she was selling schlongs or whatever. So Kimmy would be going to them parties and knew exactly who Kiowa was, and she was also talking to Maurice in the DMs, all right? So Kim, baby, you were doing too much, okay? You clocked who the wife was, and you went and was trying to be around the wife, okay? Unbeknownst to her, because she didn't know who you were at the time, but you knew who she was. So you got to watch sneaky biatches like that, all right? That be trying to hang around and act like a friend, but they really a wolf in sheep clothing because they were trying to take your man. So the whole time you talking to Maurice in the DMs, but then you hanging around Kiowa to get her comfortable being around you while you were slowly snatching her man, while Maurice was telling Kiowa that they were gonna work on shit and get back together. Look at it. And the only reason that Maurice up and married Kimmy, honey, was for a storyline. Because how long were they together prior to Love and Marriage Huntsville? Years. And not once did he even propose to her and even ask her to marry, that we know of. But as soon as the show started, they needed a storyline. On them went and paid for that the wedding over there on the boat. And now their ass is married. And Kiowa ass is still mad that the two of them are together. Every time they show her, she look like she ate a bowl of lemons every time she see Kimmy. And Kiowa's last name is still Scott, and she's married again. So she said, shit, I'ma still be a Scott by any means necessary. You got the man, bitch, but I still got the name. Ha! That's what she had said. I mean, that's what it gave me. All right, moving on, honey. Sonny and Moses, we already know their dynamic. Moses was seeing Destiny Child for 15 whole long years, wound up dropping her ass, then wound up getting with her producer, which we all know is Sonny Child. Now they are married. They are planning babies. They have businesses and LLCs together. They're trying to move to Huntsville, and they're on the show, on the same show that Destiny's ass is on. Now, he never ever showed himself on Love and Marriage Huntsville with Destiny, but he is happy, honey, to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville and give a storyline over there to Sonny. Ain't that something? Your man child of 15 years would never ever be seen with you on the show, but he is happy, honey, to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville with Sonny. Ain't that something? Let's move on, child. We're going to get up off of them. All right, Mel and Martell. Let's talk about them too. Mel and Martell. All right, so Martell and Mel 12 years, but Martell had his side piece, check this, as the wedding planner, girl. Martell's side piece, Mel Nika, honey, was the wedding planner, girl. The one with the upside down fake Gucci belt. Y'all remember her ass? Her. Knowing that he was smashing Mel Nika and getting ready to marry Melody Cherie, honey. After Mel went out here and got his damn teeth fixed, done fixed his credit, done got his ass to where he won't gonna be going to jail behind that ATM situation. Now he done, and he knew. See, that's how you do. These sneaky men will have their side pieces up close so they could be messing with them, unbeknownst to the person they're getting ready to marry. And that's what Martell with his stupid ass was doing. See, he was trashing for the streets back then, but Mel didn't know it because she was in love. And then as soon as that mess came out about Mel Nika messing around with Martell, because she denied it and denied it and denied it, as soon as that shit came out, she hurried up and got ghosted from the show. We ain't heard and or seen or nothing from Mel Nika. All of a sudden, she was his manager. Remember? She was trying to pass herself off as his manager. We ain't heard about her ass no more with her fraud ass, because she got convicted of some type of, she was in trouble for doing some type of real estate fraud, because I pulled the shit up and talked about it on my channel. See, those type of people hang together. See, Martell be out here on the fraud bullshit too. So it's no coinky-dink that he would have been hanging around with somebody like Mel Nika and Destiny. See, didn't Destiny go to jail for forgery? Now look at Mel Nika out here on real estate fraud. See, they all hang together. That's all I'm saying. Look at how the Lord be working. And then Martell done messed up his marriage with Ariane, and you mad at everybody else, and you mad at Mel wouldn't keep you? Boy, bye. You should have went on back to upside down Gucci belt, sir. That's what you should have did. That's what you should have did with them tight ass suits on at the reunion, going back there to get that paperwork, knowing you ain't have shit in it. Knowing you ain't have shit in that paperwork. Trying to prove something on Mel and gonna ask her to read the receipts on herself. And she said, bitch, if you don't sit down and get out my face with this bullshit, how you gonna go back there talking about you got a receipt on me and don't pass it to me and ask me to read the shit? Like, I'm gonna expose myself. What kind of shit is this? How does that work for you? Oh, I got some shit on you. He was talking big shit on the stage. I remember at the reunion. Oh, I got some big shit on you. I got the paperwork back there right now. Nigga done twisted his ass back there in them tight ass Easter pants and came back to my here. Read this here. Man, I said, boy, if you don't sit your ass down up in here, fuck you talking about you got a receipt on me and I got to read the shit out loud. Boy, you don't get your ass on. That's just how dumb Martell is. Who was out here on that kind of time but him? Stupid ass. Stupid ass. I ain't never seen somebody so damn stupid. All right, so, of course, LB and Destiny, we already know they were dating for like 3, 4, 5, maybe years. And then they wound up getting married. Questions of paternity was in place. 3 weeks after Destiny had their baby, LB got the hell up out of there. And rumors, like I said, of several fathers may have been in the picture, made LB make the educated decision to get the fuck away from her, okay? And they are divorced, of course, now, and he still don't fuck with her like that unless it's time for her to go to jail. Moving on. See how we wrap that up? He don't fool with her until it's time to go to court, and they say, okay, yes, cell block right here. Yeah, go right into this cell block right here. That's the only time he want to see Destiny is when it's time for her ass to go to jail. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Because he damn sure was at that doctor's appointment with their son when the popos came up and then got her ass. He was like, yep, she's on the way now. She'll be here in 5 minutes. He probably texting her, girl, what time you get here? She's like, I'll be there in 5 minutes. He done told the popos. Her ass talking about some, yeah, I thought it was TMZ or somebody out there looking for me. Girl, no damn TMZ with the popos. Ain't no, you're not even that important, Destiny. You're not even that important. All right, let's get into this tea right here, child. Because I definitely got to talk about this. All right, word on the curb, honey. Word on the curb that there is some trouble in paradise with Ken and Trisha, child, with Chin. Now, they're saying that the two of them have unfollowed each other, you guys, which we all know that is a telltale sign that when people unfollow each other on social media, that there's some trouble going on, all right? When Drew Sidora and what's the girl, Portia, unfollowed each other, I said, oh, I got to dig into this and see why the two of them unfollowed each other, because y'all were cool, y'all were friends, and now they don't fool with each other. And it's all because Portia is mad that she is doing some type of business with Dennis, her baby daddy. So now Trisha and Ken have unfollowed each other, which is a telltale sign that there is some trouble in paradise. Now, I told you guys just a few minutes ago that they still do not have the divorce. And Ken had already said he is not proposing to her, at which Trisha's lying ass was on the show talking about Ken proposed. Bitch, he did not. Because he said right there on the show he's not proposing until you get your business straight with this damn divorce. Now, back in April, the two were seen in a picture walking hand in hand with Ken's caption saying, how they gonna stop both of us? Like he was, I guess, promoting their relationship, saying that they was this, strong couple. They were in love, whatever. Now, somebody else got that same picture and cropped Ken out and put Martell in that picture. I said, that's some messy bullshit. All right. That's some messy bullshit. But there's something going on with the two of them because they are not following each other anymore. So did Ken decide that he don't trust Trisha anymore after that whole thing came out about her going to Martell's house with her telling him that last minute after she continued to lie, and knowing the whole dynamic between the two of them? Like, what was going on with that? Maybe he could have seen some things down the road that he just does not want to get involved with Trisha, and thinking, hey, if you're going to lie about something like this, you could be lying about other things as well. And I feel like that he feels that maybe she's stringing him along with this whole divorce thing, because if you were going to get divorced, you would have done it. If you were done with that man, you would have done it. You're an engineer. You got the money to go down there and pay the money. Why Ken got to go and pay the money like you told him? I'll just get Ken to pay it. So since you're this engineer who we know they all make really good money, why couldn't you go down there? Because old boy said it cost $400. Why you didn't go down there and just pay the $400 and get this damn divorce and move on with Ken if Ken is your one? That's my question. Moving on, we ain't staying on it. Let's get into these Scott secrets. Keeping it in the family. That's this segment. In this segment of keeping it in the family, word on the curb, honey, is that Kiowa married Maurice's sister's boyfriend. Now, Kiowa's husband, Zay, was dating Maurice and them sister Millie, the big one I told y'all to be having like 12 pieces of chicken in her purse. That one. Did y'all know that? Keeping it in the family. Now, Maurice's sister Millie used to be very, very tight friends with Kiowa during the time that she and Maurice were together. Now, I'm hearing that there may have been some overlapping in the relationship with that sister and old Kiowa when Kiowa got with him. That's some messy bullshit right there. Now Kiowa is married to Millie's boyfriend, who she used to date, because of course they ain't together no more if Kiowa was married to him. And Maurice, of course, like I said, decided not to go back to Kiowa. Now I'm hearing that they said that Kiowa may have had some infidelities as well, which is why Maurice decided not to reconcile with her. And then she went over here and got with this dude named Zay, who was with Millie, which is their sister. Ain't that some shit? I said, Lord, 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 Lord. So Maurice claims, like I said, that they were trying to at one point work it out. But I feel like when he found out that there may have been some situations going on with this Zay person, who she never changed her last name to, because like I just told y'all, Kiowa's last name is still Scott. She refuses to change her last name. That shit is weird. Now I get that they do have a child together, but you remarried. So why you ain't take your husband Zay last name? Now y'all remember when they showed Maurice and them sister Millie, the real big one child that was taking up the whole couch, her. Tisha was saying that she was close to Kiowa, that they had like a real close friendship and that she liked her. And once Kimmy came into the picture, that, can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Said Trish is trifling. Can y'all still hear me? I see. Okay. So Tisha was saying that she and Millie were really good friends, all right? But then when they found out that I guess that Kiowa was dating Millie's ex, which is Zay, I think the dynamic kind of went weird between them. So I think Tisha, even though she hangs with them, I think she kind of feels a certain way that Zay actually married Kiowa, okay? Because she knew him. Zay used to go to family functions with them. Zay used to be around Maurice and them. So it's weird. Right, somebody said ill. Zay, which is Kiowa's husband, used to go to family functions and hang around them because he was dating their sister. So now it's weird that when Kiowa and them come to town with Maurice's son, that their husband, which used to be with that sister, is there too with somebody else who Maurice used to be. So Maurice used to be married to Kiowa, who is now. That shit is so nasty. Whatever happened to girl code, like, it's weird. It's weird, okay? But what y'all think about that? That's a mess, ain't it? That's a mess. That's a mess. Now, like I said, Maurice already knew who Zay was. And it's weird that he would even say on the show that he was going to pay for Kiowa and Zay to come and live in Huntsville, Alabama, knowing the dynamic between the two of them. Like he has this so much respect for Zay and Kiowa now, knowing that your sister, that used to be your sister man, and Kiowa then came up and took your sister man. That shit is crazy, y'all. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. And then for Kimmy to sit up and cry, knowing that they were getting ready to come to Huntsville and stay. Y'all remember that episode when they went to the cabin? When Maurice told her, well, look, I already told them that they could come here and that I'm going to pay for them to have a place to come here. I think Kimmy was still nervous at the fact that Kiowa still wanted Maurice, but I think she settled for Zay because she knew by then that Kimmy was not going to let Maurice go. Kimmy was not about to let Maurice go. And Kiowa was more upset at the situation of it. She said it on the show that she kind of helped get Maurice where he was, because when she got with him, he didn't have shit. His credit was fucked up. He had nothing. So Kiowa helped get Maurice to a certain point, even to where he was getting ready to go and do like his lawyering type stuff. He had nothing. So by the time Kimmy started messing with him, he was kind of coming into his own and getting ready to build himself, getting himself built back up and doing what he needed to do. But it was by the hand of Kiowa. So that's why Kiowa was mad. So I feel like she kind of married Zay on this, rebound type bullshit. I think she married Zay on the rebound because I think she knew she could not have Maurice back. She wanted to get back with Maurice, but I feel like she didn't want to be by herself, and she was trying to keep her family together, but Kimmy would not step aside. Kimmy was staying in them DMs, and Kimmy wanted Maurice. Why she wanted him? Because he didn't have shit. He was just cutting people's hair here and there. He didn't really have no real job or nothing like that. Kiowa was the moneymaker in that situation, kind of like how it is with Kimmy. Now, Maurice does have the credit repair place, but Kimmy is the real moneymaker between Maurice and Kimmy. All right? Kimmy is a nurse. Kimmy has her own real estate stuff going on. She has a real estate license and all that. Kimmy also has her own business. And Maurice is just kind of piggybacking off of that. And the type of lawyer he is like a consumer lawyer, where he does like credit and stuff like that. He ain't no lawyer where you can go into court and like fight like what everybody else was thinking. And that's only through and up under Kimmy and her business. So that's weird to me. It's given that they all the Scott men, I already said it, including Martell, they all piggyback off their women and their success, because they really ain't had shit to offer nobody. Marceau had nothing to offer Tisha. Tisha was the one with the degrees and the credit and all that. Just like Kimmy is the one with the house and the businesses and all that other stuff, which kind of helped catapult Maurice into where he is, why they feel so important. Maurice thinks he's really important, but it's really Kimmy. It's really Kimmy that's holding the bag. Just like Mel was holding the bag with Maurice. With Martell. If it wasn't for Mel doing all the stuff she did with Martell, he wouldn't have shit. He wouldn't be nobody. Nobody would know who he is. He would be just this criminal off the street like his damn brother. But it's given that the women of Love and Marriage Huntsville are the ones who actually made these men, okay? But like I said, yeah, that shit is crazy to find out that Kiowa actually married Maurice's sister's boyfriend, y'all. And you heard it right here on my show, all right? But that's all I got for y'all, okay? Thank y'all for being here. Somebody said Maurice is a full-blown punk ass. I love it, okay? Y'all messy just like me. But that's our show for today. All right. Thank you, Maj, for doing a great job. Thank you for all 600 and something of you guys here. Thank you, content creators, for being here as well. Happy Wednesday to you all. I will see you guys later on today for our pop-in, okay? Love you guys. Love you guys. They said, Cameron, that was tea. Girl, yes. Okay. When I saw that, I said, oh, let me clench my imaginary pearls, Lord, because that was some tea right there. All right. But love y'all down. I'll see you guys later. And bye. Please don't forget to like the video.